can't really tell what is going on with the network today. And the network can see that I'm not even its mate. I'm not even about to give up. So I have been talking by myself all this while, and I don't even know if anybody was even knew I was online, because even my husband didn't find me online. Victor Dickson had called to say he couldn't find me. I hope it's different now, because I can't fully understand what's going on. I don't know if my husband is able to see me now. Can you see me, Gold? Woo! Okay, I think I am present now because I see Victor. Oh my God. Okay, we can see you now. Thank you. Oh my God. I'm not even joking. I will come back 10 times. I was here talking by myself since, and then nobody sees me. This is what. Oh my God. I will stay on this line. We will do this talk today. They are dead. Whoever they are. Oh my God. Okay. Let me use the time judiciously. I picked up some of the things you said about, I mean, from previous conversations, and then what you started saying today. And I'm so excited that that's the direction you're towing tonight, because I am Nurturers is about this. What you have been, what you started saying. This is what drives me. The fact that every child, every adult came from somewhere called the home, and they are product of where they come from, or where they came, where they come from. So I'll just let you continue, sir.
Yeah, well, the ship goes on.
Yes.
So on that ground, it means that when we start qualifying who a man is and who a woman is, we don't qualify based on our feelings and our expectations or what we want. We qualify them based on the purpose for which they were designed for. And why is that? Because I think that's where relationship counselors, that's where most people get it wrong entirely in the concept of marriage. You sit down, wake up, and you just think you can design something and assign it to people without realizing that every human being you see on earth has what they call a source code, meaning they have a place they are coming from. They are coming from the place of purpose. The person that designed them had something in mind why he designed them. And so if you start tampering with it, you start tampering with every other thing. And that's why the Bible will say that when the foundation is wrong or is faulty, righteous cannot do, the righteous man, what can the righteous man do? Because, yes, you cannot build something on nothing. So if what you're building on is faulty, I don't care how you like, do emotional blackmail, do love language, all of them, and that's why we keep going round in circles and we're not getting the result we expect. And you would have expected that thus far, a smart person should say, if we're doing something for a long time and it's not changing and we're not seeing something better, shouldn't we stop and ask questions rather than keep insisting that's the way it is? So if you understand that, raising children now, godly, the key word, not children, godly children is, the paramount focus. Then the next question is that what makes up a godly children? Now, a godly children is someone that has the characteristics and the quality of God. And what are the qualities of God? First of all, the first quality of God is anytime we have a problem, we go to God, right? Why? Because he solves problem. So the first quality of God is problem solving. The next thing, when we want someone to talk to listen, we talk to him. If we want a relationship, we talk to him. So if you look at all those qualities of God, these are the qualities that godly children are supposed to have. So, and anyone that will train godly children to have that kind of character is supposed to have the character of God. Now, having said that, our emphasis today is not the man, so I'm not going to talk much about the man, a little bit reference, but I'll come to the woman because that's where our major discussion is. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So if you understand that, then the next question is going to be, what is the quality? What is the quality of the kind of person that can contribute to building, a godly child, a godly human being? That is where you start qualifying and understanding the role of the woman. So in context, man, you are the leader, push this thing forward. But this is where the trick is. But I'll give you a woman who is going to help you to the size of your vision. Let's be clear about it. To the size of your vision. And therefore, to design a woman that, knowing that some men will have different kind of vision, you need to design a woman who is, a woman in essence has to be flexible. She has to be designed to be flexible. Why? So that she can match up any kind of vision, help meet that is necessary. Pay attention to that part. That's where the trick is. If you don't understand that, then you really will not understand the secret behind a woman. Anytime we say the woman is a weaker vessel, we always see her from the context of the word weak. But if you replace the word weak with flexible, then you understand a little bit better that the woman is so designed in such a way that if she meets a man that has a low standard, it's easy to live with that man that has a low standard. If that same woman meets another man that has high standard, that same woman has the capacity to move and have high standard. For a person to be able to play that capacity, that adjustment, the person needs to be flexible in nature.
Hmm.
I don't know whether you're getting it. That's, if you don't get,
I'm
that
following
is
you.
that is where the whole thing about the woman is. In trying to explain it, that's where the word the weaker vessel came into play. Not because she's weak, no, but because she has the capacity to deal at different levels. She can deal with the serpent when it matters, at that level of the serpent. She can deal with man. She can deal with a child. So she has that flexibility to deal with a different level because she was designed to be flexible to any kind of vision
Hmm.
based on her choice. So if she chooses to support a man that has a 10,000 size vision, she's capable. If she chooses to support a man that has 5,000 vision, she's still capable. But the power is in her care. So what she does with it is her choice. That's one of the gifts God has given her. So
Hmm.
if you know that, what that means therefore is this. So let's look at the quality of that kind of woman who is flexible enough to deal with the most powerful and to yet deal with the most weakest. It means we have to now dissect her. When we dissect her, you have her in three parts. Let's look at the major components that are sub-level, but we can't go deep because of time. But if you dissect her, you will see she has a spirit, she has a soul, and then she has a body. Her body is meant for warmth and for nourishment, for those who have body problems or body needs. Again, her body is structured with the capacity to provide services for those who have body needs. Her soul, which is her mind, is designed to provide solution to for those who have needs meant from the mind. Her spirit is also designed to provide solution for those who have spiritual concerns. And so a complete woman now has these three components: her spirit, her soul, and her body. But unfortunately, she came into a system that in culture, through some what I call religious mistakes, she is introduced and taught that what the only solution she has is that of her body. The one of her mind is downplayed. Her spiritual value is downplayed. And then every time we remind her how her body is the most important thing. And this thing has been done by ages, done in different places, taught in school, taught in a community, through friends and everything. After a while, she forgets her value from a spiritual perspective, forgets her power and value of her mind, and the only place she's focusing on is her body. And how will you know? It's because, like the Bible will say, where your money is, that's where your heart is. So if you're a woman, you sit and look at your expenditure. Where does 80% of your money go to? The body. Clothes, cream, of recent, upliftment, the cut and the cuffs, everything. Why? Because somewhere along the line, she has been lied to that her body is her biggest asset. And then don't forget, that is complemented by the fact that anytime a man becomes weak, his most major concern and need is the need of the body. One of the ways you know a man has become weak, it is the need of the body he needs the most. And so he goes to the woman for the needs of the body. And so today, most men are learning almost every kind of sex styles, thinking that's one of the best ways to make their husband happy and complete in marriage. They think, because we've been lied to, that what the man needs the most is her body. So we are now locked up in a very tragic situation where the man forgets his spirit and forgets his soul, and now teaches the woman and encourages her to also forget her spirit, forget her soul, and remember her body. So at the end of the day, union now, relationship is built on a one-dimensional perspective. She brings a good body, I brings a good body. So they leave the spirit and soul by the side. And originally, don't forget our source. Our source has Trinity in context. So it means every human being needs to be a Trinity. And every relationship, marriage relationship, needs to be a Trinity too. Because the person's body speaks to the person's body, the person's soul speaks to your spirit speaks to your soul. So it's complete. That's what completes the thing. But here now, we are not building soul, we are not building spirit, we are only good with the body. So the woman focused so much in investing on looking so good body-wise, the man focused so much on gym, on getting stronger and getting muscular so wise. Now, are these wrong? No. Is a woman looking beautiful or a man looking muscular, investing so much on the body, is it wrong? No. But the question is that you have three magnetic fields: the spirit, the soul, and body. But you focus on only one. That's where the problem is. It means you are underperforming, you are underdeveloped, you are not completely rounded. Because the source you came from is rounded, but you are not rounded. So at the end of the day, most men now accept that. It is under that kind of acceptance of that kind of situation that gave birth to stuff like men are born to be polygamous in context. Because at that point, men are born to be just body, body, body. So they are after their body needs. And so the woman accepts that and then shapes her belief, shapes her entire personality, her dream, into becoming body relevant. So my assignment now, my work now is to remind the woman that you are much more than cuffs and the size of the breast. Is to remind the woman, look, where is your spirit? Where is your soul? Where is your mind? While I look at your cuffs and the beauty of your hips, where is the beauty of your mind? Where is the size of your heart that loves and nourishes? Where is the depth of your spirit? That is what three-dimensional woman is all about. Is to bring the woman back into her original form, where she's all rounded, where you see a beautiful hips comes with a beautiful heart that comes with a beautiful spirit. Because originally, even if you go to the olden days of studying human beings, the days of the Socrates and Plautus, you hear things like a beautiful body in a beautiful mind, a beautiful mind in a beautiful body. So ideally, a human being is supposed to be that three-level balance. But unfortunately, most women are not that way because that's how they've been encouraged to see themselves differently. So the three-dimensional woman now is like a journey to tell the woman, look, wake up. You are a human being. You are not just a bundle of flesh. Don't allow compliments of your body make you feel as if that's the only thing you're good for. Because you see, when as a woman you start thinking that the only thing you're good for is your body, then it means things like sex, things like, what do you call it now? You start reducing the whole of your life to the shape of your body. You start reducing even the trajectory of your life into my neighbor get better shape past me. I told you once, in my research, I get to realize it's almost difficult for you to hear another woman envy another woman because she's intelligent. But she will envy her because she has the best breast or she has the best hips or shape. Why? Because someone has succeeded in selling that lie to her that she's missing the whole joy if she doesn't have those kind of shape. And that's why you see most women are killing themselves in the world today to make sure that consistently their greatest investment is to get a shape, is to get a breast, is to get a hips. So if you are not very careful to remind yourself that first you are a human being that have a spirit and a soul, you forget those two very important aspects of you, and then you will die on the table of operations and surgery, trying to constantly make sure you bring your body to perfection. But your body cannot come to perfection because it is not the body that qualifies you. It's not the body that's your essence. Your essence is your mind and your spirit. Your body is just housing it. So when you forget your essence, your mind and your spirit, and then you are investing so much on your body, then you lose the whole thing. And that's why in context, body attracts most women, but their body cannot keep a good relationship. Because after a while, you just get to realize that we need more. People need to relate with you more. They want to talk to your mind, but your mind is shallow. They want to connect to your spirit, but your spirit lacks depth. So at that point, there is nothing else to do. You just have to be body in, body out, body in. And that is why you see sex is becoming very rampant. Because when the essence of a thing is not known, abuse is imminent. Because
Inevitable.
naturally, since you don't have what to do with the spirit and the soul, the only thing remaining is the body. So body thing is body thing. There's no connection again. That's why people can't have connection again in relationship and marriage. Because they think sex can connect them. The body can't connect you. It is your soul and your spirit that connects you. And so if you don't even know the quality of your mind and the quality of your soul, is a problem. Now, why is this very important for me? Again, don't forget where we started, to create godly children. Now, for you to recreate anything, you must have the original. Then the original will have a seed. Then the seed will multiply so that it will expand. Now, we are in a place where we need to recreate and repopulate the earth with original species. Let's use that word. With well-rounded characters. So now, if as a woman you are not well-rounded, it means you cannot be a seed. Because you don't have all the components that makes a seed. Because every seed must have in itself a complete nature of that thing, so that when you multiply it, it will still come out. So because most women are forcing so much on their body, not on their soul, not on their spirit, the daughters that come forth are also daughters who don't have a soul, who don't have a spirit, but they have beautiful body.
Yeah.
And so the
So
complication continues.
the cycle continues. Yes. Oh my God. You are saying so much. You have said, I feel like what you have said, we can divide it into 5 different conversations, or at least 3 conversations, discussions, on their own. Take time to talk about them. So, but I'm grateful for this. What stuck with me first was what you said about choice. About it's the woman's choice to either rise to meet up to a standard or remain down there. Then you went
Okay,
further to talk about.
hold on a little bit. Let me rephrase it so that it could help. It is a woman's choice to choose who to help.
Okay, so you you need to talk about that. You cannot just say that one and stand there now.
No, no, no. Wait. It's the same thing you said, but I just wanted to put in a more simplified. For instance, that is why they say you give a woman a proposal. That is the philosophy behind the concept of propose to her. You give her a proposal, then she chooses the one to help. She is a helpmeet, but she must choose which proposal to accept. But because the woman have not been trained to know the quality of who she is and what she has, she doesn't know how to select proposals. She
Yeah.
thinks that every proposal is meant to say yes. No. A proposal comes to you. You check the quality of who you are, the size of your spirit, the size of your soul, the size of your body and dream. Then you now say, this is the one that is what me as a woman
Aligns
investing
with.
my life in. Thank you. Now that is what is the number one thing killing most women. Oftentimes, most women that are size 10 will go and invest in a size 5. And that's why after a while frustration will come. But the frustration now is that it's not the man's fault. The man came in size 5. But because you didn't know your value, you decide to go and invest. That is why ultimately, that's where the woman's power is. That's why the whole concept of submission is not an issue. You choose who to submit to. That is your right. So if you
Based
choose
on
to
who
submit,
you are, where you are.
thank you. Thank you. But you see, that's the problem. Who you are, where you are heading to. That's what would decide. A person going to Medugri, no matter how nice it is, cannot help a person going to Lagos. 2 different directions. So that you are called a helpmeet does not mean it's not your right to choose who to help. So
Wow.
it is when you get that context, then you now understand. But you see, that cannot happen except first you know who you are. Then you decide based on where I'm heading to, I can't do this here.
I can't settle here.
Thank you. I can't settle here because I am heading somewhere. Because one of the biggest challenge for most men, based on how they were trained, again, don't forget, godly children. Every godly child must be a learner, must be willing to be humble and grow. That's what I know. So any man that find it difficult to grow, to be humble, cannot grow. So any man who is proud cannot grow. So if as a woman you decide to entangle with yourself with a man that cannot humble and cannot grow, then you know you are the one that brought the trouble.
Yeah, you accepted the proposal.
You accept. That is where most women tend to forget this issue. I hear people who I say, calm down. Before, if you go before God, you cannot be innocent. Because ultimately, before that, the choice was yours.
Yours. You know, I'm holding back expressions and thoughts because I hear a reduction in your tone when I do that. So that's why I'm holding back until I'm able to speak. So you are saying a lot of things, Jesus. Oh my God. So I'm thinking of the fact that before you came on, when I was monologuing, I was waiting for you. I didn't know that nobody else was seeing me but me. So I was talking about self-discovery. I was talking about the fact that I have been shouting, find self, find self, find self. But even I am only getting on the journey because then you know, okay, I said find self as this woman. I am at a point where I'm finding out who this woman is, this human being that has a feminine form that
Thank you.
came from somewhere. Who are you? It will determine which wife I am, which mother I am. So, I mean, that's a lot that's been playing in my head as you were speaking, because then you will understand that you are playing beneath. Yeah, when you find out who you are, then you know that you have been playing at a lower standard.
That's where the
You
problem
accepted
is.
a lower proposal,
Thank you. That's
and
where the
then
problem is.
and then the choice has always been yours. I also said something about society, the fact we are defined, we have accepted it. It was still a choice. It was a choice. It is a choice to accept what society has defined us to be. We accepted it. We decided to go along with it. And then it is our choice still to rise up and find out who we are. I mean, the way you categorized it, I feel like I said we can have 5 conversations with this, and you know that I'm going to bring you again, sir. Maybe this time is going to be 3 months.
So, this is
Let me start threatening you now.
this is digital house lock. Oh, you.
Yes, let me start threatening you now so that you know. So the way you categorized the woman as spirit, as body, as soul, I feel like you just streamlined the many things that we are. Because okay, for me, I am thinking, when you talk about the body, I am thinking everything material, everything material, touchable, feelable, seeable. When you're talking soul, I'm thinking mindal level, the feelings, the emotions, the psychology, I mean, then when you go spiritual, of course, we know the other side. So I feel like you just summed up everything, and yes, how much we have downplayed both the soul and the spirit. And as a matter of fact, we seem to have, for so long, we have lived in the giving of using the body to give every other thing, thinking that we are actually living in those 3 realms, but we have not been living in those 3 dimensions, as you call them, but we have not really been living. So the choice is ours. I have to end this session now because of time. I have to go put my kids to bed. So, but I know we're going to have this conversation again, and I look forward to it. So, but the choice is ours. That's where I want to end. The choice is ours to decide to rise. In fact, even going to school is good, but it only, as far as I am, from the things you have said, from the things I have been listening to, as far as I am concerned, you are still doing the material, because you are following exactly what society is presenting to you. What do you know about your soul? It is important, as a matter of fact. It is very important that you are developed mentally, you are going to school, you are getting all the PhD, but what is it about your soul, about your spirit, that you have figured out? So it is your choice, dear woman. That's where I want to end. I want to summarize. It's our choice. It's our choice. Victor Dickson is writing a book, The Three-Dimensional Woman. Oh, he has written it. He's yet to publish it. He has a lot to say, as you can see, as you can tell. He has the Woman Academy. What's the name
The Alpha
of the academy?
Woman.
The
Alpha Woman.
Yes. He has the Alpha Woman Academy is in the pipeline. I know that we don't have the physical academy yet. Then he does the monthly webinar. Woman Intelligence. Where he talks about the woman. You need to plug in. Just send a friend request to Victor, or just follow him. Plug in and learn as much as you can learn. It is your choice. You can see that it is your choice. I mean, they accuse us of not liking book, of not going for trainings, of not listening to things that will develop our minds, and that's why we are lacking. And when they talk about the spirit, the reason why we feel like we got that one covered is, first, because of our making one on the one hand, then because we like to go to church. But it doesn't end there. We like to go to church, so we join in the prayer. It doesn't end there. You can clearly see that it doesn't end there. So their mother, their woman, please engage in things that develop your mind. Get out of TikTok. It's still body. We're going to look at the latest trends, the most beautiful girl there, what's going on. Oh my God.
I disagree with that.
Yeah.
You see,
Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you also. Wait.
Okay, I'm hearing.
The key word you used was choice, right? Okay. The key word you used was choice. The thing oftentimes is that most people don't have the capacity to look for what. See, okay, let me put it this way. There's what they call intentional sight. It's a sight you only get based on your intention. Meaning that, for instance,
Why do you have to be breaking up now? Oh my God. Okay, I think I'm grabbing. I don't know if it's my network.
okay, are you hearing me now? Okay, let me see. It's an intentional game. What I mean is this. There's a secret to sight most people are not aware of. It's called an intentional sight. What it simply means is this. If you don't have a choice, if you don't have a plan now, an intention to go to the US today, you don't know anything that has to do with the ticket for US. Nothing. It doesn't concern you. Because you don't want to go to US, so you cannot see the tickets to US. You can't see anything that has to do with US now, because you don't. It's not to US. Yes, because today you've not decided I'm going to US today. Now there are certain things that when you have an intention, you will see. If you decide to develop yourself, you see TikTok has some of the best video for self-development.
Yeah. Whoa. Yeah.
Because the intention, and I will tell you why most women, not all, majority of women are told that they don't like book, they don't like reading. Do you know why? Because they have been groomed to believe in the power of the hips. That's the only reason. So while you are reading, she believes that just a little cleavage and the proper trouser or the trouser hips
We
will
solve
solve
all
the
the
issue.
problem.
That is
Yeah.
why it makes no sense to kill yourself reading. And
Hmm.
that is why go check. Women who have self-respect for themselves, they read, they
They
study,
read.
they work hard.
They go
Because
for
they are
training.
not seeing, yes, they are not seeing how they will use themselves as a bargaining point. They don't intend using their body
Again.
for
To
negotiation.
bargain. Yeah.
Thank you. So based on that, they read and they work hard.
Hmm.
That's how I know how far a woman puts pressure on which of her three potentials. If you see a woman not work too hard, not interested in major things, look, her emphasis and her trust is in her body.
Yes. I
Women who
agree
don't
with
have
you.
trust in their body work very hard spiritually, and then they work very hard to develop their soul. So that when they meet you, they can discuss with you at par. Most women today have a problem on managing a man that doesn't want to sleep with them.
Yeah.
Because you come and you realize the guy's not interested in there, and he's like, look, guy,
So
are you
what
not seeing me?
else?
That's where you hear
Yeah.
some. That's how you hear some women will tell you, as if I was a ghost. The guy was not seeing me. As in, the guy was not seeing this body. Because for her, she can't just understand. Don't you understand? This is me, and that
Hmm.
only
And that's
happens when
like
you're dealing with.
all she has to offer.
Thank you. So based
So
on
she
that,
doesn't get.
I brought my product to the market. Guy, are you not seeing me? And that thing only will happen when you're dealing with weak men. Any sensible strong man knows you don't qualify a woman based on her body. With all due respect to the beauty of a woman, every sensible man knows a woman's body at the base of it is a distraction. And therefore, as a serious man, you must train yourself to make sure a woman's body does not distract you. It's your duty. Fun, I'll give you a personal experience. I coach hundreds of women, beautiful, first class women.
Yeah.
You sit with them sometimes 3 times a week, and you sit with them, well perfumed, beautifully dressed. If I don't teach myself how to handle myself in that kind of situation, what do you think happens?
Hmm.
So you see, that's what most women don't understand. And that's why when most women spend so much time with weak men, they come with a theory about men. And unfortunately, they are very wrong. You
They're
just spend
wrong.
time with weak men. If you want to say, weak men are like this, no problem.
Yeah. Don't say
But never
men are.
never say men are. You never see man. If you see
You
man,
never see men.
you go see man. It's the same thing men who stand and say women are. Now man, we never meet woman, we
Yeah.
complete. If you meet a
Yeah.
three-dimensional, you're not a woman there. Do you understand?
And you can.
Mm-hmm.
So usually it's difficult to pinpoint when you see a three-dimensional woman, you are pulled to her. At least I'm talking from experiences with some men that are not weak, but they still don't even fully get where they, let's say, in between. So they see a woman who is working on her soul and her spirit besides her body. So the body is there, the soul is work she's working on it. Then they are attracted to her, but they know it's not the body. They can't get. They are trying to grasp what exactly is it about this woman that is pulling at me, or that is getting to me as much as it is. Where do you I don't know what my question is particularly, but I know that,
I
yeah.
understand what you're saying. I understand. I'm familiar with that. The thing is this, Ba. You know, one of the problem with self-discovery is that when you've not discovered yourself, you look for what is not lost.
Mm,
So
mm,
you go to people to give you what it is not in their capacity to give to you.
mm.
So in context, a young man is confused. He's trying to find what they call a fulfillment that comes with purpose. But because you're confused, there are certain kind of fulfillment as a man you will never test when you have not discovered who you are and your assignment and you're doing it well. And so the next thing most men do is they start thinking that a woman will give him that thing. Because don't forget, in the midst of all these things we are discussing, I am not underrating the power of a woman's body. A woman's skin has the capacity to take stress out of a man. You have to understand how powerful that is.
Please say that again. The network didn't let me get you.
A woman's skin has the capacity to heal a man. If a man is fully downtrodden, tired and confused, if a woman who loves him and believes in him hugs him, the guy will revive.
So you see that you are talking about the three-dimensional woman, and it seems like the focus is on the body, but you can see that even that we don't fully understand. Even that we don't fully know. We don't even know the body, all of it.
Because the reason why that works is because it is not the body that heals her. It's the spirit and her soul that works through her body to heal him.
Whoa, yeah. I hear that.
You understand it?
I hear that.
Because in context, if a prostitute embraces the same man, the man will not be healed. So which means it's not the body.
So there's something that is trending now. Oh my God, this conversation is entering plenty places. There's something that is trending now. It's I think it's been there for more than 2 years. There are people who are paid to cuddle. Yeah, they are mostly women. They are paid to cuddle you. You need comfort. So they have. I think I'm trying to say that they have come to find how to channel what they have gathered with the spirit and the soul into the body.
But you see, cannot work because it's supposed to be a gift. It's supposed to be
not the same thing.
It can't be. That's what I'm saying. It can't be. You are taking from the spirit with the soul, and then you are expressing through the body. Different. The body can only give you what the body can give. But a three-dimensional woman will give you the complete course, the three-course meal. And that is why the three-dimensional woman is very dangerous. Because she's complete. Why do you think the Bible will say that if as a man you hurt your wife, you have to be very careful or your prayer will not be answered? Have you ever wondered why? But you see, that thing happens when the woman is three-dimensional. Because spiritually she has her space. The soul, check. The body, check. You see that kind of woman, you try them, you don't enter one chance. But then the problem is a weak man, a one-dimensional man can never understand a three-dimensional woman. A two-dimensional man can never understand a three-dimensional woman. But unfortunately, yes, but unfortunately, two-dimensional women go look for one-dimensional, accept the proposal of one-dimensional man.
And then there's problem.
And then canceling. Everybody's quarreling over why the thing is not working.
Communication. Communicate more often. It's not working.
It is not it because a one-dimensional person, what will you communicate with a three-dimensional person? Because don't forget, this dimension is a vibration.
Yeah.
The middle, what do you call it? The soul vibrates on a higher frequency than the body. The spirit vibrates on a higher frequency than the soul. So a person who is one-dimensional cannot communicate effectively with a three-dimensional person. You know, go connect.
Yes. So when you see marriages that are working, it's possible that one-dimensional met one-dimensional. So if people are able to relate where you are.
Now you understand when somebody say, don't worry, everybody, when you meet the right person, it will work. Because sometimes there are dynamics to this. One dimension, they are a community. Two dimension, they are their own community. But you see, the original version is three-dimensional.
Yeah, so maybe the next thing I want to say is then there will be a problem when the one-dimensional woman or the one-dimensional man realizes something somewhere and begins to rise and becomes the two-dimensional person, man or woman. Then the other one is still there somewhere. Then there's a problem.
That is why you notice I said that behind every problem in a relationship and marriage is the word growth. Behind all, no exception.
Yes, I agree,
Bring
sir.
the problem for me, I will show you that one person was willing to grow, but the other person was not willing to grow. Friction will begin. That's the beginning of friction.
Yeah.
When you see two people who are not in quote perfect, but they are getting along, it's because two of them are willing to. Okay, it's like you're going two-dimensional. Please hold me, or let's go. Let me join you. Let's go two-dimensional. You're willing to go three-dimensional. Drag me, or let us go. Let's go. Three-dimensional. So they are not perfect, as you may stand from afar and think they are perfect, but they are making sure that they grow in unity.
Together. Yeah.
Yes, their growth is trying, because the thing is this: the standard of what is right and wrong in life is based on your growth level. So what you feel is wrong, if the other person has not grown to your level, will not see it as wrong, but will see it as your style. Meanwhile, it's supposed to be the proper thing to do. That's why the greatest secret in marriage is you must look for somebody who's willing to grow.
Yeah.
That's why you see that thing called humility. That, in fact, if you notice, if you check, the Bible has a clear-cut recommendation for what you call humility and pride. He said humility will rise, but pride cannot rise. As in, it's not open for debate. It's a clear-cut arrangement.
Yeah.
If you're humble, you go up. You pride, you come down. So tell me how a proud person, a marriage where you have one proud person will work, where already it has been, in quote, destined.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
These are all the things that is making the whole thing to grow. So that willingness to grow, that humility to say, before I've been since I know this thing, but since you come, I got notice you know and pass me. Make I learn from you, because we're all human beings. Fine. And then both of you now work together and grow. But when you start having that, that's why I told you I have issues with women. What the man need is respect. I have issues with that. Because a man has to be complete before respect. If not so, there's a problem.
It is cold. It is food. It is food. It is So this conversation, my lord, I can't believe that we're going to stop this conversation.
Let's stop for security reasons, please. Before the thing start witchcraft.
Yes, it's about to turn to witchcraft. Hi, oh my God. Thank you so much. I know that if I open my mouth and make a statement, we'll continue the session. So let me end it. Thank you so much. And keep all my questions inside my head. No, on top of my paper. I'll put it there. So that the next time we have a conversation, would touch on these things. So if I would say to any woman that is yet to get married, if I would say anything to you, don't a lot of statements that you see on social media is don't look for a good man, redefine the meaning of the word good. Look for a man who is, from what the last thing you said, a man who is humble enough to rise,
to grow.
To grow. Don't look for a good man. Good is subjective, because it can be so good, such a nice guy, and then you are rising, and that good man becomes an animal. So he no longer, but he's good to everybody outside. So dear darling, oh my God. So I said I will not talk. So let me behave myself and end the session. Oh my God, there are lots of engagements. Thank you, Kunke. Oh, my darling friend, all the way from UK. She's been engaging on the session. Thank you so much, everyone. Rejoice and everybody else that I cannot start looking for now because our time is far spent. So I look forward to the time we're going to have on Monday. As I started saying the other time I was monologuing, we're going to talk about feminine presence. We said a lot of it, some of it, but it is only fitting for us to start that conversation from there. Whew. I will see you guys. Oh God. Yes, a good man does not equal it, right? Okay, let me not look at the screen either. So you have disrupted things as usual, as expected. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you so much, sir, for being on the session with me this past month. It's been 4 weeks, 4 whole
Wow.
weeks. Yes, it's exciting, and I'm so grateful that you have shown up every Monday so far for these 4 weeks. Thank you for all that you have shared. Guys, you know that you need to follow Victor. You need to follow, you need to catch up, follow up. Yes, he's going to be speaking at an event. I am going to share that flyer. A lot of things have been going on and I have been mute, kinda. So, but I'm going to share the flyer. I think it's for singles and married.
Yes, yes,
It is not wrong
yes,
for
yes.
yes.
No, no, no.
In fact, even if you are single and it's for married people, go and hear,
Get
go and learn,
crash. A smart
go
person
and
enter.
get
Go and find
get
out
this
what people are
done.
crying about so that you start now to prepare
Yes,
yourself.
yes. It is wisdom. It is wisdom to learn about an institution before you go into it. So it's going to be on the 26th of October, I think.
No, I don't think it's 26th. When I think it's
Towards
10th.
the end of
I think it's the 10th. No, 10th of next month.
it's not
Uh,
this month. Oh my
yes,
God.
10th of next
Okay.
month.
So I'm going to share the flyer anyway. I'll share the flyer tonight or tomorrow morning everywhere that has my name on it. So please look out and connect with it. It's going to be happening. I think it's an online thing,
No, no,
so
it's
you can
physical.
connect.
Okay, okay,
Physical,
okay, okay.
but
Yes,
it
it's
can
on the
be
28th.
eh,
Yeah, 28th. I
eh,
remember now.
eh, 28th of October. So yeah, I knew that it's this month. I know I've not been seeing things clearly. My eyes. That's the reason I'm wearing glasses. I've not been seeing things clearly, but I saw that 28th.
Okay.
All right. So please, I'll share the flyer so that you can register and be a part of the session. I don't know I know it's going to be a physical event. I don't know if it's going to be aired so that those who are not in the country or in the states who are willing to connect can connect. I hope that can be an option, sir. Yeah.
We'll look into the
So I hope.
matter.
So he's going to be speaking together with Nancy Oblete and somebody else. I don't remember the face or the name right now. So, but there are three. I know there are three.
Her name is Nindred, and she's one of the best mind when it comes to trauma and
So
healing. She's the queen.
you need to. Oh my God. Okay, let me not talk because I was going to say something, but we'll start session. So let me not talk. All right. Please, everyone, have a pleasant night rest. Thank you for joining the session. We'll see you on Monday. Bye bye.